Ben, Milo. How do you raise a good Milo crop with not a lot of risk, but the potential for great reward?
Well, Milo's fairly low risk in general.
Okay.
I mean, first of all, we plant thin because it tillers like wheat.
Okay.
So you get, well, not every, so genetics make a difference. But the one I plant tends to not tiller as much just because I don't want it to tiller a lot, so it don't burn up. It's kind of a real low risk hybrid. But we plant 20 to 35, 40,000 total, which Milo is one of those crops that used to be in pounds, like wheat. So you used to plant a half pound or pound or whatever. Well, not a half pound, so it's 13,000. So a couple pounds an acre, 2 or 3 pounds, 5 pounds on irrigated. So anyway, I plant 20 to 35, 40,000 on dry land if it's good stuff or whatever. Irrigated 45 to 60,000.
Okay.
There's roughly about 750, 800,000 seeds in a bag. So do the math on that. And the bag's only like $150.
Pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's the cheapest crop to plant. It's cheaper than wheat.
What
Although I did find some stuff this year I'm going to try next year on wheat, but we'll get to that in a minute. We're talking about Milo.
All right.
You got wheat here to remind you.
I do. Bean's going to plant some Milo, like 20 acres of Milo behind his house. Mm-hmm. How should Bean treat it? Should he work the ground?
It does not like anaerobics.
It's got quite a bit of residue. Well, he hated it, and it had some regrowth.
First
No-till, does consistent seed depth make a difference on Milo?
Not so much, but it can't handle any crust. None.
Okay.
Like, best thing is plant it and not get a rain on it until it's up.
Okay.
Because it won't push a crust.
How deep do you plant Milo?
About the same as corn.
Oh, really? So
well,
inch and a
depends.
half,
Texas guys
2?
say dry land, irrigated. So, like, what is that? A little over half, 3/4 inch to inch and a half.
Okay.
But I don't change the setting. I plant it at 2.
Okay.
Milo's literally the only crop I know that you can't hardly plant it no-till in the good moisture and bank on spraying it after you plant it. Like before.
Out of the ground.
Yeah, I've planted a section, half section, 320 acres. It started on the north side, 30-foot planter, so back in the day. Started on the north side. By the time I was to the south side, the north side was poking through, and I planted all the head rows.
I remember when that happened.
That stuff come up in like a day and a half.
Yeah.
If it's hot and good moisture, it is incredible how fast it'll come up. But it needs to, because if it rains on it at all, you're screwed. Rotary hoe.
Okay.
That's why there's so many of them out there.
30-inch spacing?
I prefer 30s.
Okay.
I think the canopy in Milo gets so dark, it's ridiculous. I think there's about a 20, 30 bushel advantage to 30s over 20s or even drilled. I know people drill just because it just gets so dark.
Right. Fertility treatment. Milo likes humic, right?
It likes humic, but it likes potassium a lot.
So liquid humic.
Yeah, you're going to need some more than that.
And some like triple
if you're
20.
low. Either that or add some KTS or something out there somehow.
Okay.
But it's going to like that. Consumes a crap load of nitrogen. It's way not near as efficient as corn when it comes to nitrogen.
So how do you manage Milo for a crop? I mean, I guess, quote, for efficiency, even though it's an inefficient crop. I mean, say you're shooting for 100 bushel Milo. Dry.
Milo's got a very aggressive root system. So it'll mine better than about any crop there is.
Okay.
But it's terrible on nitrogen efficiency. So
split
back-to-back Milo doesn't work worth a damn because it gets so deep and it mines everything out.
Okay.
So usually following Milo, you got to rotate to wheat or corn.
Dad always told me when he raised Milo, anything that followed Milo never did as well.
Yes, wheat, there's a toxin in the stalk.
Okay.
If you kill it before it dies naturally from frost, it'll keep it in the stalk.
Okay.
So you chop it or you just round up it or something like that, it'll keep it in the stalk and you're better off.
What if you grazed it over the winter? Would that help? Probably help a little bit.
Well, I don't see much carry to the next spring.
Oh, okay. Okay, so over winter it will, gotcha.
Dissipate.
Sure.
But the next spring, stock Milo stubble fields are cleaner all the time. Not because of how much residue's left. It's just, I think it's part of that toxin.
Okay. Is it in the same toxin family as rye?
No.
No. Because rye is allopathic?
I
think it's an allopathic effect. I can't remember.
Yeah. It just doesn't do very good wheat. Just looks terrible.
Okay. So don't follow Milo with wheat.
Not recommended.
Okay.
And if you do, round up at first.
Got it.
I did see some this year. It looks fairly decent. Takes about twice as much everything to follow Milo.
Oof. So even if you get a good stand, it's not inefficient in regards to profit management.
No, like I plant thin.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of thin.
Is this where you're going with the wheat?
Well, yeah, but we're talking Milo
We're
stuff.
talking Milo. Would you stay focused?
Yeah, focus, Josh.
Sorry.
See, that's what you're going to title this one. Focus, Josh. So I like it thin, but if I'm planting behind Milo, I'm going to run 3 bushel
Of wheat?
of wheat, 180,
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
because it's just not going to till her. There's not much you can do about it. Just got to get a lot out there. In fact, cross stitching is better.
Oh, wow.
Drill it a pound and a half to 2, or bushel and a half to 2 bushel this way, and then a bushel to 2 bushel this way.
Okay.
And then it's better. Because it just won't till her.
I never knew that. Would have thought of that even.